many of the vulnerable cereal crops they relied on to survive. The lethal cycle of famine persisted. But by this time, agricultural innovators in England and the Netherlands were fighting back.
With great ingenuity, they developed small-holding agriculture. Agriculture where they planted such crops as turnips and clover, which they would sell to people who raised cattle. And the result was the first relatively modern farming economy, and a farming economy that was based not on cereals, but on crops that were much more resistant to cold, excessive damp, or dryness.
The production of cereals, which continued to be an important part of agriculture, could now be practiced as part of a much larger and much better integrated farming strategy that also included livestock. The production of more livestock meant that there was greater manure resources available so that the productivity of the field could be sustained and improved indeed. So there's a kind of positive feedback that emerges between pastoral agriculture and more traditional forms of cereal agriculture.
Farmers in many areas of Europe adopted the new innovations, powering an agricultural revolution that protected millions from the dangers of crop failure and famine. All the while, Europe had another weapon against the Little Ice Age, though few realized it at the time. A century earlier, in the 1500s, Spanish explorers had brought back an unsightly root crop from the Peruvian Andes, the potato. The durable tuber could survive the cool temperatures and frequent storminess that continued to devastate the peasants' cereal crops. But for generations, its potential had gone untapped.
Strangely enough, Europeans refused to eat the potato for many reasons. One, because of course they are wedded to a culture of cereal. That is to say, they really are tied to bread. And the potato is a plant that grows on the ground. The leaves are poisonous. It's covered with dirt. All those things make the potato very difficult to accept.
From kings to common men, the potato was known as the devil's plant. Many heeded the clergy's warning that to eat one was a sin. Millions chose to go hungry rather than alter their diets. Nothing short of a war could dent their cultural resistance.
During the 30 Years' War, which was a terrible war